She had everything money could buy, and yet not a single real friend. Until the one girl who hated her most lost everything. Her home, her pride, her place in the world. What came next? Not even she saw coming. This isn't just a story about betrayal. It's about the kind of kindness that changes everything. Drop a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe to the channel to be updated on new, exciting stories. Once upon a time, in a city where glass towers kissed the sky and every street echoed with hurried footsteps, lived a girl named Crown. Crown had everything most kids dreamed of: private tutors, drivers, designer clothes, and the kind of birthday parties that made local magazines. But behind the sparkle was a quiet girl who only wished to be accepted, to laugh freely in the cafeteria, and to not have every word she spoke judged by the weight of her last name. School was anything but a haven. Some kids whispered, others mocked, but none were as cruel as Freya. Freya was clever enough to hide her jealousy behind sarcasm, smart enough to rally others to her side. Crown's only ever known velvet pillows and golden spoons, she'd say. She wouldn't last a day in the real world. Day after day, Freya poisoned Crown's name with rumors and ridicule, until even those who didn't know Crown felt distant toward her. And all Crown ever did was smile, hoping kindness would be enough. Then everything changed. One rainy morning, Crown sat quietly in the back seat of her father's car on her way to school. The windshield wipers swept back and forth like a heartbeat, steady and unaware, until her gaze caught something outside. A family, soaked and shivering, huddled beside a pile of luggage and broken furniture. A landlord was yelling. A police officer stood idly by, and in the center of it all was Freya. Crown blinked, unsure if it was real. Freya's eyes met hers across the drizzle. Her pride stood taller than her trembling body. She didn't wave. She didn't beg. But Crown did something Freya never expected. That evening, Crown sat at the edge of her father's leather armchair, hands clasped. "Dad, please, can we help them?" A week later, Freya and her family moved into the guest house behind Crown's mansion. Everything changed, but not in the way you'd expect. Freya's parents were humble, respectful, and deeply grateful. They treated Crown's family with warmth. Freya, however, simmered in silence. She hated seeing Crown glide through the hallways of that mansion, laughing with the housekeepers, loved by her parents. It wasn't just envy, it was rage. Why did Crown, of all people, have everything she lost? Instead of healing, Freya's resentment grew darker. One day at school, she pulled her closest friends aside, those who owed her favors, the ones who also envied Crown in silence. "I have a plan," she whispered. It was the day of the school's annual science expo, the perfect distraction. While everyone was gathered in the auditorium, Freya lured Crown to the back stairwell with a fake note, pretending to be someone who wanted to apologize. As Crown climbed the stairs, someone waited above with a heavy bucket of dyed liquid, meant to ruin her dress, humiliate her in front of her peers, and record it for laughs. But at the last second, someone else walked in. Freya herself, trying to supervise the timing, and that's when everything fell apart. The bucket slipped. It wasn't Crown who got drenched. It was Freya. Startled screams echoed. Teachers rushed in. Freya slipped on the wet steps and twisted her ankle badly, crying out in pain. The truth unraveled quickly, the plan exposed. Freya was rushed to the nurse's office, but Crown, who had just learned everything, stood there trembling with anger. "How could you?" she whispered, tears burning her eyes. "I gave you a home. I defended you." Freya looked away, ashamed, speechless. But later that evening, when Freya lay on the couch in pain and embarrassment, Crown walked in with an ice pack, a soft towel, and a plate of food. She didn't say a word. She just sat. Freya broke. Tears streamed down her cheeks. "I tried to hurt you. I hated you," she sobbed. "And you still helped me." "Why?" Crown's voice was quiet. "Because I know how it feels to be misunderstood, and I refuse to become what you tried to turn me into." From that moment on, something shifted, not just in Freya, but in everyone who knew the story. Word spread at school about forgiveness, about grace, about how even in the face of cruelty, Crown never chose revenge.